Hey everybody, I'm Adam,
And I'm Michael.
and today we're gonna get all Nicolas Cage up in here, cause we're Borden, Ohio.
It does sound like some sort of pervy man meat thing.
A man meat thing?
I'm going to get all Nicolas Cage up in here.
Yeah, we're gonna get real cagey.
So as I was saying, I watched Mandy last night. And
Did you explain to people, like, what Mandy is? Because I can't imagine a lot of people have seen this.
I had you
or
watch
like seen a trailer. I saw a trailer for sure.
I was gonna say, I thought I sent it to you guys to watch, like you, Kevin, and Kyle. Like, you got to watch. This is crazy, and
Yeah.
it's crazy. It is set in 1983 time period.
So when I was born.
Yeah, there's honestly, I think the only reason why they even point out that it's in the early 80s. Anyway, I don't know why they picked that specific year as 83 instead of just is the at that time period there was a lot of cult stuff still going around. I mean, I remember this very well. People believing in, people still believe in witchcraft and Satanism and all that stuff. Anyway, I'm not trying to say that people don't, but it was larger then. You get a lot of the 80s bands and stuff like that. That was all, you got Kiss and everybody else like,
And all that like leftover stuff from the 70s where you play it backwards and you can hear Satan telling you to do this.
So it was heavier then. I think that's the only reason why they picked that time period. But it's a weird. Did you see it? I'll explain a little bit what more it was about. But did you see Into the Void, which came out I think last year? I couldn't even tell you what the movie's about. It's extremely fucked up, but yet you don't stop watching it. There's so many editing, filtering, it's kind of like that.
Okay.
A little bit. Batman's dad is in it.
Which one?
From the Nolan movies.
Okay.
And
I've no idea what that guy's
he
name is.
he plays the cult leader, like a Jesus Antichrist type figure.
Okay.
Full frontal nudity of that man.
Mm.
Oh, did you know in Vikings it's the same guy?
What?
The English the king
is Thomas Wayne?
Is Thomas Wayne. Same damn guy.
I haven't watched Vikings in forever. I need to go back and actually
It didn't
continue
click.
that show.
It didn't click until I'm watching last night because he's got the long hair that he still had playing that king, but completely shaved, no beard.
Okay.
And I'm like, I recognize this guy's face so much. Why? What movie was it? Oh, Batman Begins. Duh, Thomas Wayne. Oh, yeah. And I go, son of a bitch, that's the same guy that plays also Vikings. I never put it together until last night. Anyway, Nicolas Cage is a lumberjack.
Okay.
But he doesn't use an axe. He uses a chainsaw.
Okay.
And you only know that from the very beginning scene. Other than that, the man seemingly never seems to work again.
But does that chainsaw come back into play later?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
At the very end of the film.
Yeah.
He's got this, it's his wife. You don't know really that it's even his wife until like 75% of the way of the movie, and somebody mentions your wife. Anyway.
Is his wife Mandy?
His wife is Mandy.
Okay.
There's nothing.
And she gets involved with this cult.
The cult is in a van because that's big in the 80s. Mm-hmm. And they just kind of are driving down the road while she's walking up a road. The cult leader, Thomas Wayne, sees her walking along, and they make eye contact. It's like the old 80s B horror films. They make the long eye contact. It's the look, fade, look, fade, look, fade. They did all the old editing technique thing there, except it's really, really colorful. The whole film is really colorful. And then he just has to have her.
She must be mine.
Yes. And
she must join my van troop.
Up until this up until about midway through the movie is really about Mandy, which you would say, well, that makes sense. The film's called Mandy. But Nicolas Cage is the first name you see. And I know, but I get that. You know, he's the big actor name. Well, he's not a big
quotation actor. Fingers
sure.
Now. He's just the actor trying to make money to pay off his taxes.
But this was a good choice. This film, I liked it. I couldn't tell you why I liked it. It is a fucked up movie. It's so weird.
A headline that I had read about it, like a review, was basically like, this is the pinnacle Nicolas Cage movie.
It is. So you know how you've seen what people do, all those cuts with him acting completely nuts in all of his movies?
It's one of my favorite things.
I can guarantee you that director said, I want Nick Cage in this movie.
Because I saw this video on YouTube.
Yeah. And they literally say to him, they're going to, you can kind of figure it out. They take his wife.
Yeah.
And something bad happens.
And he has to go get him.
Loses his fucking shit. And they literally, Adam, I kid you not, they literally did a shot where after all this horrible shit happens, he walks into a room that's really well lit with some fucked up wallpaper behind him with a bottle of vodka and underwear and a t-shirt. And I guarantee the director said, you're going to walk in this room and you're going to do Nick Cage for like 5 minutes. Loses his mind in the bathroom. Like, you would love it. He's like, ah! Ah! The whole time drinking, screaming with his wide-eyed shit. He was pulling every one of those videos that he ever did in this one scene. And then from that point on, continues to do little rage moments as he's going back to take out this cult and the Hellraisers people. Okay. And they summon, they don't really explain it.
They summon a demon
They summon a demon biker gang. That is a cross between Hellraiser, all the Cenobites. Mm-hmm. They're literally a dead cross between the Cenobites and any villain from Mad Max movies.
Okay.
Put the two of them together, that's what they are. They got the fucking metal shit all over them. Plus, they look like Cenobites, and they just were summoned by some blowing...
Your skin will be my leather. I think that was actually from Rick and Morty.
So this sounds ridiculous, but for some reason, because the editing is done so crazy, psychedelic, cool, it works so well. It's like, all of a sudden, you got Nick Cage. He's a crazy, violent, no cool lined Ash, fucking up everybody that ever messed with his wife, and it's weird as shit, but it was great. It was great.
It was funny because like when I saw the trailer for it, I was like, "This is weird as shit." It actually gave me vibes of House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yep, a little bit of that is in that too. It's yeah. You're gonna love, and I think Kyle and Kevin, the Force, really you're gonna love the what they did with the editing. Mm-hmm. It's really cool to look at, and it's weird, but it's a lot of filtering, a lot of stylistically, but they keep as much as they got going on. They keep the style the whole movie long, and they let Nick Cage just. It's like we need you to be a serious, solemn, dramatic. I mean, nothing's sad for the first half of the film, and then after that, you just do you, and that's what he does the rest of the movie, and it's great. Weird as hell, but great.
Okay.
I think what did it get on Rotten Tomatoes? Like 80% or something like that.
Did it really?
It's pretty high. I think it was pretty high.
All right.
I think, if I remember correctly,
was that actually even in theaters?
It is it's definitely, you can tell, straight independent film where they got some crazy. The guy's only done a couple films. I think this is his second film. I looked him up afterwards. He's got some weird ass name too. Okay.
Because I know Nicolas Cage is doing a lot of these almost whatever comes across his desk he's doing because he's one of those actors that didn't pay taxes and shit, and has to do that.
I didn't know about the taxes thing. He's one of those that didn't pay that. How do you?
I don't know if it was like an accountant thing. Like, I don't know. I mean, it didn't go as far as him having to go to prison like Wesley Snipes for him not paying taxes.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he got out of jail, he started doing all kinds of
Just give it to me.
just anything you got.
I,
So you want me to do Blade again? I'll do Blade again.
they're in talks, man. You saw that Marvel and him
I thought that was for doing like a TV series.
no, he just did an interview last week. Someone was asking about some other thing he was just in or producing.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what it was. And he said he's been talking to Marvel for over a year about potentially how they would fit him into
Yeah, I think they were.
that movie or the TV thing with the daughter.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Because I guess that's in the comic series. Like Blade has a daughter
I don't want to
who's
see it.
probably also a daywalker, and it's more focused on her.
Do you want to see that?
It could be. I mean, think of it this way: it could almost be like a Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but a little more serious.
They're not going to make it cool like Guillermo did for the first Blade and the second Blade. I loved the style.
Guillermo didn't do the first one.
Yeah, he did.
Guillermo del Toro did not do the first.
Oh no, he did the second film.
did the second
produced.
one.
He produced the first one or
Did he?
something,
I don't think he did.
or he wrote it. He was involved some way.
I don't think he was.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. First Blade was my favorite.
Yeah, the second one I didn't care for so much. Now you're gonna make me look this up.
Which is weird is that Guillermo del Toro, who is notorious for doing these great creature effects that are practical, introduced all the really stupid CG fight scenes.
I hated that.
In the second
on that
one.
stage, the first big fight that he does.
Yeah,
it looks
like
so
they're
stupid.
moving around so quick, and they look like they have rubber bodies. They almost look like those inflatable men that you see on the car dealerships. Inflatable flappy arm guys. Like
Yeah.
swiveling around.
Yeah, you're right. No, he wasn't involved at all. Oh God. So Blade, which you and I agree on, we both really liked, and then the director did a movie called The Last Minute. I don't know that one, but then he did his final movie, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, that was the same
And
guy.
Stephen Norrington.
I know
that
movie was so such a critical bomb that probably ended his career.
Yeah, no, I don't. It doesn't show that he directed anything after that.
I know that movie had all kinds of issues.
You never saw it?
No.
Oh, it's a shit fest.
I heard there's a lot of. I mean, I remember reading there's a lot of behind the scenes drama, and Sean Connery was not about it.
Yeah,
that would make any movie very difficult.
Did you
to
ever
make.
Did you ever see the interview with him about why he took that?
No.
So he said he was offered Gandalf from Lord of the Rings before.
Sean Connery was
He was offered it
Gandalf?
first.
Okay.
He said he turned it down, the role, because he didn't understand it. Mm-hmm. And then he was kicking himself when he saw the films ever since then.
So then he saw oh, this. I don't understand this. I'll do this.
The guy came to him and exactly what happened. Somebody gave it to him as the next thing. He reads it. It's supposed to be this big thing that's going to turn into a series of movies they're going to do with these guys. And he's like, I don't get it, but I'm going to take it because I'm not going to screw my. And no, it is a shit movie.
He retired not too long after that too, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad he didn't take Gandalf. I don't think I can picture Connery as Gandalf,
No.
even though I love Sean Connery, not as a Gandalf.
No, because there's some really kind moments that Gandalf is with Frodo and stuff, and I don't think Connery could have pulled those. He's too gruff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and try it.
No.
Try it.
You thought I was gonna do
I did.
Sean
I thought you were
Connery?
gonna do it. You know I can't pull it off.
How would Sean Connery say Frodo? Try it.
Frodo. You know I can't do.
I always
accents.
have to go back to. It's funny because we're talking about Face Off, or not Face Off, but Wait, what am I thinking?
I know you're pulling all
The
Nicolas
Rock.
Cage movies.
The Rock.
Oh, okay.
Because
yeah.
that was with Sean Connery. I always have to think about that line.
The fuck your girlfriend or the prom
Yes.
queen one.
He's like, "You're best." Losers always whine about their best.
Now say Frodo.
Frodo.
That's a good. No, that's a good start off point. Go straight to your best, and then that's right. That's how he hits that, and then
Yeah.
Frodo. Yeah.
That's all right. So, what would you give Mandy out of 10?
And I'm going to say this. This one I'm going to say is you have to have a open mind to this, or you could say, what the fuck is wrong with you that you like this movie? But I think generally any average person would see it and say, you know what, I liked it. I don't really know why, but I liked it.
It's like the first time you saw porn, and you had no idea what was going on. You were a little mortified. But the second you saw Doggy Style, you're like, I like that.
Like that. I remember the first porn I ever saw. I went to a party. I was 14. I didn't know anybody there. My cousin just left me in a house with a bunch of people. I walked in some living room.
And they were just watching
There's
porn?
like 6 dudes just hanging out. And I'm like, what are they doing? I was drunk by this point. Walked into that room, turned and looked up. They had a corner TV, small one thing. Sure, and there's porn going on. I'm like, look back at all the guys. No one had their shit out. That was good.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm drunk. I'm 14. Screw it. Sat down and watched the whole rest of the thing with them.
That's a weird group activity.
It is. Yeah, it is.
But I think that's a lot of guys' first encounters with porn.
Which is weird, right?
Because I think that was mine too. I think we're over a buddy's house. Buddy, loose term. He was just a next door neighbor, and they had HBO and put on Real Sex, and all of a sudden there was like strippers like getting naked and like pouring stuff on themselves. I'm like, what am I watching? Well, it was weird because I'm like, oh, I like this.
This is nice. Yeah.
But then they started pouring weird shit on themselves, and I'm like, I don't know if I like this anymore.
Is this what all women do?
What? Do they have to do that? But yeah, that was the thing. Again, like, it was a group of us.
Yeah.
And it was just like...
Was it all dead? Was it dead silent in the room too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one talks.
No one's... It's really weird if you think about it.
They're like... It's like, we have this access to this thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that we're all here and it's kind of weird. We don't know how long we're going to have this thing. So everyone just shut up and watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, man. It's.
Well, young boys are disgusting.
They are. You're humping pillows, couch cushions, lotion.
Okay, I didn't do any of that.
Me either.
Yeah. So, did you actually give
No.
the movie?
I would give it a solid B.
Okay.
And I can't tell you why I liked this movie
That's
so
fine.
much. I want to say about like 88, 90% of the way through the film, and I thought, I shouldn't have rented this. I should have bought this. And I don't know why. I really liked it, but it wasn't. It's just fucking weird. You should see it. You really should see it.
I'll check it out. Moving on.
Yeah.
Another
Mom and Dad.
recent Nicolas Cage movie. I think, like, they seem like movies kind of in the same vein of each other, like these genre-ish.
They are. Yeah.
Do you think this is Nicolas Cage's, like, new wheelhouse?
If so, Mom and Dad not as good.
Okay.
But if he keeps doing and picking the right ones, and
This
you're
could
like,
be his new thing.
it could really work for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost in a way like Johnny Depp at first would just do these just weird roles, just pick
Yeah.
real,
Well, that's because Johnny Depp's just a weirdo.
He is. But then Nicolas Cage just, he starts off doing these bigger budget films, and then he's doing if he keeps doing the flip-flop and choosing the right ones, I mean, I think it could really work for him.
It's funny that he became a 90s action hero.
Yeah,
He doesn't
was
really
thinking about
seem...
that. And the movies
the
he
type.
did before he started doing those, I'm like,
Or artsy, yeah.
Who thought this guy would be an action star? Yeah, I
don't know.
I don't know how it came about, but yeah, it was crazy for a while. Anyway, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I think I can even give the synopsis on this one because it's
Go
very
ahead.
simple.
Yeah, please.
One day, moms and dads, something triggers them, and they start trying to kill their kids.
Yeah.
And it's Nicolas Cage and is it Katie Holmes?
No, it's shit.
I thought it was Katie Holmes.
No, it's
I guess I'm wrong.
Hellboy, the female love interest.
Selma Blair.
That's it. Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
she's the wife and he's the dad.
Okay.
To nobody, like, you don't know who they are, actor and actresses, because it's a low budget film. It play
Right.
the children.
I assume it follows their family primarily or almost exclusively. Do they show much happen with other families?
Yeah, they do. Just
Okay.
it's but more of the primary focus is on that daughter and son of Nicolas Cage and Selma Blair as the parents.
You know what would be kind of funny? sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
If it was only done from the perspective of that family, and like the kids would turn on the TV and it shows like, oh, parent like reported whatever child's death or whatever, but it was all fake, like that the parents put it on, and like when they escape the house and really everything else is just normal outside, and the parents have just been fucking with them the whole time.
That would be a different take on it. That's the remake.
At the end, like they're out there, they're just like bleeding, and they're like, "What's happening?" And Nicolas Cage got out and jumps out. He's like, "Gotcha, bitch." That's why you don't masturbate on your sheets.
That's right. Someone's got to take those off for your ass.
Yeah, I'm tired of cleaning that shit. I hope you learned your lesson.
Yeah, you're tired of grounding them because grounding's not working. You got to step it up.
Yeah. Tell us more about it. Like, what was good, what was bad?
All right, so the premise was actually funny, clever. I actually thought, okay, this is actually not a bad idea. So there's a sound, a signal. They don't really show it off like that, but there's something that happens, and all of a sudden the parents, who seem completely normal, show up at schools, like. They're releasing kids because there's a bunch of kids that are starting to die that are coming through. The principal and everything decided that, we're going to lock this down. But when the kids go out to get ready to leave for the day, they have all this police here because there was students dying. Because the teachers don't kill the kids because they're not their kids.
Okay.
They don't even feel anything one way or another unless it's their kid.
Until they see their kid.
Until they see their own kid. So there's all these moms and dads along the fence line. And I think you can see this in the trailer. And they're like, come here, Haji, come here, waving him over, and the kids are like, yeah, I just want to go. And the police are like, don't go near him. And then one of the kids break for it, and then she's like, yeah. So the kid gets over, he climbs over the fence, jumps down. Immediately, she just fucking starts stabbing the kid to death. And then all of the other parents are like, yeah, come here.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. And it's kind of funny in a dark way because they're just out of their mind. But Nicolas Cage and some of those two parents, it seemed to have a delayed effect. So it
are their kids
little by little. No. But little by little, it was clever the way they were doing it. The movie was just too long. But it was clever because, they would show little changes at a time. At first, Dad loving, then the kid would say something a little off, and Nicolas Cage would do his fucking wild-eyed look at him. Like, for a second, I'm super pissed. I'm gonna fucking stab you in the head. And then he would like, oh yeah, shake it off, and yeah, I'll see you later. And then, by day 2, they're like, let's fucking kill the kids. And it's great. It's like fucking Home Alone in the house. The 2 kids are basically locked in, and it's Nicolas Cage and Sandra Bullock walking around with the, honey, go get this weapon. And they're just trying to beat down doors to kill their own kids. The movie was not great until the last 25% of it, because the kids are fighting back against their parents, of course. The parents are just trying to kill them. But Nicolas Cage has been like lit on fire. I'm not ruining anything for you by telling this. Caught on fire. Sandra Bullock's got some damage and whatnot like this. So they're barely, they're hurting, but they still got plenty of energy to kill their 2 kids. And the kids are like, they get to the point where they're trapped. And this is a slight spoiler. This movie's been out for a while, so cut me a little bit of slack because this is great. It never occurred to you the whole time you're watching the movie that the parents have their own parents. Oh. So there's a beautiful moment where it never occurred to me. The doorbell rings.
And it's their fucking
And as soon as the
parents.
doorbell rings, I go, oh, fuck. They've got parents. They open the door, and I don't know who the woman was that plays Nicolas Cage's mom, but Bishop from Aliens.
Oh, nice.
They're like, hi. And then someone Blair's like, why are you guys here? Because they're all like fucking bad, bleeding and everything. Why are you guys here? We're kind of in the middle of something. It's not a good time. And then he's like, where's Nick? And I'm like, just like, because the 2 of them don't get it. It doesn't click to them that they're wanting to kill their kids because it's a nut thing. Yeah. It's just normal. But they didn't click. And then his dad sees Nicolas Cage fucking immediately. He's like, hi, son. Stabs his ass. And then it's them battling each other plus the other. And this is when I was like, this is fucking great. The movie got so great the last 25% of that movie. It's so good. But the first, you're struggling. I mean, there's little funny shit here and there. It's just too long. Way too long. But no, this gets like a C minus D plus.
Okay.
But that last quarter of it, dude, I'd give it A minus too. It was great.
Nice. I like the premise because it's almost a different take on a zombie movie.
Yeah.
Did they ever explain where the sound came
Nope.
from? It's not
explained, which I'm actually okay with. This type, I'm okay with. I don't need to know.
Well, yeah, I don't either. Like I have no, like they never usually explain how the zombie apocalypse starts. It just starts.
Yeah.
And it's always just assumed it's a virus.
Well, except for, did you see any of the really shitty Night of the Living Dead movies after the first one, which is great, but the rest of them that kind of go, they actually explain there's some chemical that the government was making that gets dropped and broken open, and that goes over, that mist of chemical goes over
So
a
it's
cemetery.
Like the Umbrella Corporation.
Exactly. I think it was Night of the Living Dead Part 3. They explain it as a chemical that brings back the dead.
So much of these things are better like not explained.
Yeah.
Just leave it be like kind of a weird mystery thing.
I agree completely.
Well, now I want to watch the last 25% of that movie.
There's little things you'll giggle at if you watch the whole movie here and there, but you're kind of like, the movie's just, it's okay. I would never watch this again. But I would watch the last 25% of that movie. Just watching Nicolas Cage lose his damn mind. And then Bishop coming in there to, because he's older now,
Yeah.
and he's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Hey. Come here, give Dad a hug.
Exactly, it was kind of like that. Just fucking guts him.
See, would have been so if they would have just got to the point a little quicker, it would have probably been a little better. Now, a way to do it. I'm just wondering. It's hard. I'm trying to like give ideas to a movie that I didn't see, but maybe like if it started off with the kids in school and it wasn't so apparent that it was just parents trying to kill their kids like right away.
If they actually did, I think that was the problem. They showed. I'll let you continue, but they showed. I think there were 2 kills before that happened, and they actually show you that the parent kind of clicks a little bit and kills their own kid. If you maybe heard it, something on the radio that a child died or a child died.
Yeah, you hear like you
Not
have a
so
different
blatant.
build up.
Yeah.
Or like the kids are going like there was a lockdown, but like the kids are allowed to go home, and you saw like hints of that parent stuff, but not as blatant.
Yeah.
And it shows the kids go home and they're like so excited to be home because they feel like they're safe with their parents. And then you get that slow. You start to see the parents like having those reactions that you were seeing as they were going home and seeing things.
Right.
I think that could have been a nice build up and not so over the beat you over the head with the concept.
Exactly. They did do that. Yeah.
Go right into Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
So this one gets a D plus.
D plus C minus. I could go either way because that last quarter of the movie almost saves the film for me. So
Okay. And then Mandy gets a solid B.
oh yeah, it was good. I liked it. Many people I would assume would think, what in the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, I felt that way about House Without. I know you don't like House of a Thousand Corpses.
Actually, I do like the movie.
You do?
I don't
Who
like this.
doesn't
I don't
it?
like the second.
You don't
one.
like. See, I don't like the first one. I like the second one way more than the first one.
I think the second one is way more thought out and written better. But I liked portions of House of a Thousand Corpses. There's a lot of it. I might cut it all
once
out.
they went underground, it was like this whole Alice in Wonderland thing. It got way too fucking weird for me.
But that's the part I liked, actually.
See, you're fucked up. You're fucked up. Maybe I won't like Mandy.
I don't think Kara. I almost want Kara to watch it with you. It's not overly grotesque like that. It's not horror. I will tell you that it's not.
Okay.
I would almost like her to watch it with you, and I want to know what her reaction is to it. I kind of believe, like in the first 25 minutes, she'll be, "What the fuck are we watching? What is this?" And then I want to know by the end of it if she was still like, "And what the fuck did we just watch?"
Yeah.
Maybe.
She probably would be.
Yeah.
Weird side note. Did you ever see that Rick and Morty thing where it was Rick? They redid a transcript from an actual trial.
No, I don't think.
There's like
Was it one of the shows, right?
no, this was something else. They took a transcript from an actual court room, and Morty was the judge and Rick was the
I remember you telling me,
defendant.
but I never.
Oh my god!
I need to do that.
If we have time before,
Yeah.
or after we're done recording, before you have to go home, we're gonna watch it because it's fucking hilarious. Because when you think it's the actual real transcript,
Yeah.
oh my god!
I remember you. I remember this now, but I never did. No.
All right, so, well, what do you got going on, bud?
I'm leaving soon,
Yeah.
or I'm already gone.
I don't know. It depends on when we're airing this one. Yeah. Fair warning. Yeah, we're recording several episodes while Mike's going to be away, doing his travels in Scotland.
So all of our listeners
Or-
don't miss us.
Say.
Scotland.
There. Ooh,
Oh, was that?
that was good.
Oh, I'll never do it again.
So you're just prepping for that.
And you know what I'll do? I'll post a lot of pictures of up kilt from me on the
Oh
blog.
no one wants to see that. Just so you're like, I'm doing it like the real people.
Yeah, exactly.
Keeping it Scottish. So I don't know if I told you this, and I don't know when we're airing this, but it won't matter. I've been doing a weight loss challenge with Kara.
You did not tell me this.
Yeah, we were doing 4 weeks, and it was about body weight percentage, what you lose. That's what makes it fair.
Okay.
And the rewards.
Oh.
Whoever wins got to pick, like, I'm gonna get whatever reward.
Oh, nice.
And Kara's like, I want tickets to see Rent if I win.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, you better win.
And I'm like, well, I'm going to get a fucking Lego set.
Oh, okay.
Last time I checked, I'm winning, bro.
Oh, what are you going to get?
I'm thinking about, they had a Voltron Lego set.
Oh,
but Weston got it.
Yeah, the Weston thing?
Looks super fucking cool.
I hate Voltron, but I liked that figure.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And they also have the original James Bond Aston Martin.
Oh, that's right. I
That
forgot
thing's
about
badass
that. That
as
is
shit.
really cool. Yeah.
So that's a thing. But I also have to build. I put stipulations on myself too. Besides the weight loss thing, I was like, and I have to build 2 Lego sets because I have so many.
You do. You're spoiled.
I mean, I work hard.
What's the Transformers living world called again? That planet.
Cybertron.
Yeah.
Cybertron.
Is that a Lego set?
I don't know. It would just
That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Because that actually
don't know.
transforms into some huge thing too, doesn't it? I
I
think.
have no idea. I was not a Transformers kid.
Uh.
I mean, I wanted the toys, but I never watched the show.
The show is on. That show is cool. I like the show. Anyway, so no, I'm just preparing and whatnot, and nothing else going on. So, until next time, thank you for letting us inside you, because we're born in Ohio.
Why do you gotta whisper it?
It makes it more like it's in your, like I'm leaning over to your ear really close, and then putting a little lick on your earlobe and saying, "Thanks for letting me inside you." It's more intimate that way.